Tell me what that was like to be the first here.
It was a little bit odd. I felt like a pioneer in the beginning.
Barbara Finnemore is an energy expert who's been helping China find ways to get off coal since the early 90s.
There was almost no awareness at the time of climate change, and there was no awareness of the need to use energy more efficiently. But China really is the key to the future of our planet. The fact of the matter is, things are changing very fast here.
As part of its agreement with the U.S., China pledged to get 20% of its energy from non-fossil fuels by 2030. And Barbara says this plant that powers Hong Kong Island is representative of what's happening all across China.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Mr.
Hi.
Nguyen. Sigourney Weaver.
Nice meeting you.
Meeting us is the managing director of Hong Kong Electric, C.T. Wen.
Thank you for having us.
This power station started in 1979, originally from oil to coal, but now because of the climate change agenda, we'll eventually get rid of all the coal towards the end of the next decade.
Really?
Yes. Science tells us that we need to do something before it's too late. So the minimum thing we need to do is to reduce carbon emission. And we decided to build 8,600 solar panels now.
Sometimes in America, the people who are running these coal plants say, well, you know, we're not so sure that what we're experiencing is because of climate change.
I'm an engineer by training. You know, we only look at data and facts. You know, those prove that it is coming. And we need to do something, you know, otherwise too late.
And do you feel that China will make its commitments in terms of lowering fossil fuels? Are you optimistic?
Last year is a real turning point in China. The total investment in renewable power generation is more than conventional power. It's the first time in history. This speaks for itself.
CT takes us on a tour of the plant.
Okay, sit tight.
Okay. Don't be a speed demon.
Not only is China making enormous investments in green energy, this year, the government halted construction on 30 coal power plants with a capacity greater than Britain's entire coal fleet. Even more important, I'm surprised to hear, 2 years ago, coal consumption in China leveled off and is actually going down.
Here we are.
Thank you. This is quite extraordinary.
This is quite extraordinary.
This is the perfect place to talk to you because you have the past, the coal, and the future, this amazing solar array.
5 years ago, there was virtually no solar power in China.
Yeah.
And by 2030, China will have added as much wind and solar as exists in the world today.
Are you kidding me?
Last year was huge for renewables here. China now has more solar power than any other country, and it's installed almost half of the world's new wind turbines. All in all, China spent more than $100 billion on renewables last year and became the world's top investor in clean energy. I'm reminded of an ancient Chinese proverb that says, "Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still." For now, at least, the US and China are moving together. But if President-elect Trump has his way, he is likely to undo this hard-won partnership with the Chinese. Once again, we could be standing still on a melting planet. Are we really going to let that happen?